Hello and welcome back. This is your Lord St. Bepis, and when we last left off, we had done our conquest up in the northern part of the new area of Rome. I'm looking to expand southward in this episode, so taking out the Samnites, Lucania, Brutia, Apulia, and Messapia. This whole area to the south is what I want to take out, because we got a bunch of abilities for this. Etruscans, we are still waiting on. We have 5 more years of truce with them. By the time that happens, we should be perfectly fine. They're probably going to expand up into this area, which just means more land for Rome. We currently have our first legion up and running. They're doing a good job. I would like to add engineers to the legion, but we are very low on money and men right now. The legion right now is currently in Capua, so I'm going to leave them alone for the time being. What I am looking to do is... we also will need a bigger navy at some point. I'm going to move the navy over here. We need 20 ships to load the navy. So I'm going to then... They are fairly expensive. For what we want, they're expensive. Alright. We'll hold off on the navy stuff for now. Is there anything else in the economy I can get? Okay, someone's trying to make amends. Taxes, I don't want to raise taxes. Fort maintenance. I'm actually going to lower fort maintenance for right now. Wages can stay the same right now. We're exporting more than we're importing. Yeah. So there's no point in changing our law there. I think I want to get a boon from Mercury for a little bit. It'll make it harder for our army to succeed, but we got the Legion now, so we should be good. They're in a massive defensive pact right now. All of these, well, it's only really, Samnium and, Lucania that I'm really concerned about. Because the others, Apulia, Messapia, and Tarentum, they're tiny. They're not a threat to us, really. And these guys here, but we need to go there anyway to retake this portion of land. So I'm thinking... we declare war on these guys here. We don't have the war goal on them. We do have a war goal on them. Okay, so I say we do our war. I think we got enough money. Our manpower money. Actually, speaking of money, let's hold off for the election first. I do want to get a little bit more manpower, but that election might change something. Publius Cornelius Barbatus is the current lead. Okay. Skew the assemblies. I'd rather not. Magna Graecia needs a new governor. Cruel. I don't want someone cruel. Merciful? I'd rather have someone who's merciful. And I still want cultural assimilation, because we need more italics in Magna Graecia. And that's the other thing I want to get for technology. Where is it? Here it is. It is in civic advances, I believe. Where is it? No. Oratory? Here it is. Gradual economic expansion. It gives us a building that slowly converts people over to our culture. I do want to change out the religious advances guy for someone better. And martial. These two are about the same. Alright, then let's go... So we need 2 more reds in government. Offices are where I'm more fine about getting rid of them. Is there someone better here? Not really. His statesmanship will go up over time. But that'll be good for now. We can take a blue or a yellow. Alright. So... we can take out this guy. Because Kensor does not... it doesn't do much. A little bit of extra political influence and party approval, but it's not all that great. This one I want to keep high. This one I want to keep high. Taxes, I'd rather it be higher than not. We can replace him with someone better. This guy's from the same family and he's much better. Yeah, let's replace him then. That'll give us a little bit of boost to money. His statesmanship's also very high. Let's see here. The recent work of plebeian jurist Gnaeus Flavius, his Legis Actionis, or Actions in Law, is the first written account of the legal procedures of Rome. The importance of this work propelled him to the office of Tribune of the Plebs and garnered him wide populist support. The full extent and interpretation of our laws has until now been a verbal tradition of our judiciary, and Flavius's attempt to codify parts of our legal procedures for a wider audience has not wholly been appreciated. Some patricians argue a public airing of our sacred laws by a plebeian no less threatens their traditional prerogative over government positions and the laws of Rome, while the populists welcome greater rights and participation. I think this is fine. I would like more approval from the populares. So, yeah. Even though there is going to be an election, I would like a little bit more populares in office. Optimates are still in control. Okay. Grant holdings. Okay. Tribune of the Plebs is the next one of the next expected co-consuls. Okay, that's nice. We need a new one of these guys, so we'll give him his old job back. And we need a new Pontifex Maximus. Well, let's give our old leader that job. He's very good, very qualified too. Publius Sempronius Sophus. He's going there. Now, I know I said I wanted commerce income. We're making a decent bit of money, though, now. Let's do it again for Mars. And let's get ready to do our war. Our stability did drop. Let's perform a sacrifice. That was my Discord noise, not yours. Hold on, let me turn that off real quick. Alright, there we go. Should not be getting any more interruptions. My apologies. Okay, we do have a lot of forts. Right now, they are in important areas. Except for this one, Veii. I don't like there being a fort there. Let's downgrade that fort. And I would like to get a foundry in Rome itself. Alright. I think... I don't want to use up all of our money to get... But it will help us with sieges. Let's do it. We will need them. Alright, let's hold off a little bit longer. At the start of the next year. The Etruscans... They have conscripts going out. Alright. The next year's gonna roll over. I think now is a good time. let's declare war. So we're going to be fighting the... I guess this is the Latin League. We're going to be fighting the Samnites. Alright, let's go back to the economy. Fleet maintenance? We're not going to need it right now. We are now at war. We jumped them immediately. Looks like they're using Bottleneck to stop our attack. Let's change Shock Action to Bottleneck. That way we're neutral. Alright. That's probably why we lost a lot of money. Because our commerce got reset. These guys were importing goods from us. Yep, that's what it was. We're no longer importing fish. That is... We were importing fish? I didn't realize. Let's encourage trade in our capital province here. We need more italics here. No way to import food here, though. We do need more political power. Let's run a influence scheme. Alright, that should give us a lot more political power coming in. 20% bonus. And... Alright, here we go. Yeah, so that... I think the siege engineers were a good idea, because it counteracts their fortification. It gives us our commander impact and siege accumulation instead. Consul Publius Cornelius Barbatus and his allies are staunch proponents of the guilds and trades of Rome, and have long been planning legislation aimed at increasing their profits. They propose a complicated but well-reasoned mixture of laws affecting production standards, currency exchange, and tariffs, which has wide support in merchant circles. Sadly, co-consul Quintus Fabius Rullianus is intensely opposed to the bill for any number of poor arguments that he plucks out of the air when confronted on the issue. It's because he's bony, that's it. Quintus apparently has a personal vendetta against several of the traders who stand to benefit the most and wields a not inconsiderable amount of power in the Senate. Okay, so it's not because he's bony, and we're trying to promote stuff. Let's try and negotiate. That'll give us some political power, too. And we are missing fish now. Fish does give us what? Freeman happiness. I do want Freeman happiness. Let's import fish. Because the happier your population, the less likely they are to revolt. Following disagreements in the Senate, co-consul Quintus submitted a list of demands necessary to secure the backing of supporters. The demands of the Boni are curtailed trade reform that favors domestic over foreign trading agreements, combined with an investment in temple upkeep and festivities at considerable expense. We really cannot afford that right now. But we will get 12% commerce income. I don't want to go into debt during war. Going into debt's really bad, and we won't get out of it fast. It'll take us 10 months. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. Looks like our vassals are skirmishing with them. So Apulia, they got a lot of men there. It looks like, I think, the Samnites hired mercenaries? No, conscripts. Okay, they are a tribe over here. I don't want to fight them as one big blob, but it looks like we might have to. In that case, I would prefer to fight them in the hills. Alright. We captured Bowinium. Let's go south and try to hit this. They can't move into here to attack us. They gotta move back out and go around. So I'm fine with attacking them here. I'd rather not fight this 16,000 stack right here by myself. Yeah, we will achieve our party agenda. It only makes sense for us to do so. Tuskia's losing food. Rome gains 3 stability because of Gaius Cornelius. That's good. Let's take these guys out here. Let's break off the sea. We're more likely to lose there. Let's get, see if we can get our vassals in here. Why do they have good territory? Stronger army, higher morale, terrain, and benefit. Alright. Then let's go around up here. I do need to break off that fight, though. We're back in the positive for money. I don't really want to test them. If our vassals would come and join us. I don't know where these guys are going. That 3,000 would be very helpful for us. Alright, they took that province. Alright, we're gonna fight these 8,000 here. Alright, perfect. Oh, nice. We do need to break off this siege. This will be a good time to do it. No longer will Lucius Lucius Cursor be known as a man of inaction. All people, friends or foes, shall laud the name of Lucius the Conqueror. He gained the Conqueror trait. That's nice, actually. Looks like we're gonna catch him here. Envelopment. Alright, our discipline is much higher. Looks like we're equal for now. Self-controlled. We're losing. I don't know why our allies are just running around like idiots. Yeah, we're gonna lose this battle. Alright, let's go back to shock action. We're gonna need to reorganize. We're really low on manpower. That hurt us a lot, but it hurt them a lot more, I think. Bountiful harvest? Yes, limit the grain price drop. We don't really have enough men. Why are they fighting by themselves? This is so stupid. They had the opportunity to ball up and fight with me. Instead, they decided to fight by themselves, like idiots. War exhaustion's still very high. Or very low for us. I'm gonna try and... Well, we got the advantage here because we're fighting ourselves in the hill. Alright, we're shock action. We got a 10% bonus against them. Alright. That, I think, might tip the scales for us. We're losing all of our men, though. They've got a lot more men. Our morale's holding, though. No, looks like we're gonna lose this. Alright, we killed 7,000 of them. Let's take the money, see if we... let's see if we can hire some mercenaries. 'Cause that was bad. Yeah, we need to get more men. We might need to hire mercenaries. We're no longer importing in olives. Well, get another person to send us olives, then. I'm going to... We need a lot more men. I should have waited a little bit more. That's on me. Are there any mercenaries nearby we can hire? Usually they're on the map. Oh, there's 4,000 here, 6,000 there, 13,000 here. $7 every month? Ooh, that's pricey. Let's hire these guys. $100 up front and $450 every month. Let's hire those mercenaries. Oh, it showed me they're up there. They're actually across the sea. Fine, we'll go bring them over then. Alright, there's a conflict between the Consul and the Pontifex Maximus. I'd rather not lower his loyalty. We'll take the popularity hit. We're at war with this guy, right? Oh no, they're our ally. Alright. Well, they're a pretty shitty ally, all things considered. Alright, we can send more iron. We need 13 ships. Are you kidding me? Fine. Build a ship here. Build 2 ships there. Actually, let's... Yeah, we'll do that. Alright. This has been a bit of a clusterfuck. Alright, let's get our men back. White peace, we failed to accomplish our war goals. We can't demand anything. We can't even offer a white peace. Alright. Let's get these boats over there. We're at war with them. No, we'll just take their guys. Alright. We need more men. Let's gain the stability instead. That was bad. I didn't think that they'd have... Our allies would not join us. For some reason, they're not joining us. I can't even ask them to like, squad up with us. They're just running in like idiots. Let's see if they'll come after us here. This was bad. If our guy just joins us, we'll have more men. Our morale is dropping faster. Oh, it's picking back up in our favor. This is annoying sometimes. Oh, we won? There we go. They lost 8,000 troops. Okay. The highest honor could have been bestowed Okay, what is that? Oh, they lost a lot of men. Okay, we can go on the offensive. We got Corona, Obsidionalis. Okay, highest military direct, the blockade crowned. Yeah, I would say that's a pretty good military victory. Now, let's go make some gains then. We just killed a large portion of their army. And let's go get our mercenaries now. I don't know why these guys were split up. Merge, get on there. Why did we fight? Why were there pirates there? Of course they show up at the worst possible place at the worst possible time. Alright, and just spend a bunch of money. Fine then. Holy Site in Delphi was ransacked. I don't particularly care, but we gotta retake this land that we need. Alright, who's the other big contributor of troops? I think it was Apulia, but we just knocked out a ton of them. Alright, let's get these guys. Let's unsiege our land here. Alright, we have a new administration thing. Let's get this one to start working our way towards gradual economic integration. And, ooh, we're gonna need that. Triumphal coins. I would like equal integration, but we gotta get triumphal coins first. That'll give us a massive boost to manpower, and we need that right now. Alright, put just anybody in charge there. And we can't even get wood right now. Alright. They got 7 armies there. There we go. Let's get those 5,000 men. Because we're gonna need all of them. I don't think we can reinforce an enemy territory, but once we take it, we should be able to reinforce. Bribe the loyalty of an already loyal guy? No thanks. Campania can gain a trade investment. For a lot of money. No. He can lose loyalty. Alright, they're gonna try and... Caught red-handed. Caught red-handed? We can imprison Gaius Crassus. Let's not be too hasty. He already doesn't like us, and I don't want to make it worse. We no longer import dates. We can only get one, can't we? Oh no, we can get both back. I still want those olives. Thank you. Antigonid Kingdom has been carved up. Okay. Macedonia is not looking good. Egypt is still looking fine. Alright. That 5,000 over there. Alright, looks like our men are trickling back in fairly well. We're now up to 7,000. They only got 3,000. Our tribune died. The legate is back in charge. I don't want him back in charge. Legion, can we put... Okay, he's got 9 prowess. That's good enough for me. He's only the legate for political reasons, I think. Come on, unsiege it already. Are you kidding me? Marcia's being a bit of a micro-penis, that's fine. Can you just surrender already? Defending liberty. Alright. Sure. Yeah. Our guy needs the popularity. Alright. We now have that. Let's go break off this siege. Omen power increase, that's nice. I'd rather take local embassies, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Okay. We gotta cut these guys off here. Yep. Alright. New election. We need a new Kensor. And civilization change, that's not really worth anything. We don't even have anybody that could be there. We need a red. Nobody was even available for the position. Are you kidding me? Alright. Let's then change off this guy, because the Navy doesn't really matter. Call down an Omen. Yeah, we're gonna need the discipline. We're still involved in this war. Here we go. We stack wiped them. Perfect. Alright. Let's take out this. Siege this down. Then we're going to go... Who am I at war with them? Alright. We're gonna go for Lucania next. Actually, let's go for... Sipontium. Those 2,000... Oh, boy. We're gonna lose a lot of political influence, but yeah, let's do our party task. It's going on 30 minutes, though. I think now's a good time to end the episode. So... Ooh. We're gonna need the Navy over there, aren't we? Yeah, let's get the fleet, prepared back up. Alright. I will see you all in the next episode, then, where we're gonna continue our war against the Latin League. So I will see you all in the next episode, so stay tuned and goodbye.